To everyone, this is Devendran. In my previous videos, I would have explained something about my job and my diseases and how I suffered and what had happened to me exactly. And this is the right time for to explore all those things. Let's see in this video about my suffering, what had happened to me exactly, and what is the situation present, and how I am going to handle it. Perhaps this video will be going to be 2 or 3 parts and more also. Kindly see this video to get to know about awareness of the organization and the employee, and if it is in case you are handled before this or else you are going to handle in the future, give a keen interest in it and get to know about the solvation of problems. When you are joining to the organization, what and all you should check, what and all you should do, how you have to work, and what and all you have to expect from the employers, and as an employee what you have to contribute. All those things you have to get to know basically about your offer letter, appointment letter, confirmation, and your statutories like PF, and all those things you should get to know about it. From the employers end, you should get to know about the what is your scope of work and how you have to be performed, what is the timing, what is your benefits other than the salary, what is the incentives, etc. Might be the organization are tiny or a small one or lesser employees. Maybe the organization is the big one. Sometimes it's MNC also, that is multinational companies. But everywhere, wherever it's the organization's running, for example, I'm just telling about Karnataka. So that organization has to obey and undergo all those rules and regulation of Karnataka government about the statutories and their rules and regulations. It may differ, the local labor laws may differ from state to state, and if it is the entire India, it's been called Pan-India operations. That has to be followed as per the national rules. Since I am lives in Karnataka, I just give an example of Karnataka. Come, let us see my real story and how you are going to take this video about your justifications. Welcome to my video. I joined Adayar Anand Sweets India Private Limited on 1st of August 2012 as an operation manager, health clusters manager. Basically, my responsibility was they have given me 5 allotted branches of Adayar Anand Sweets India Private Limited to start and to work on a day-to-day operations. Basically, the time of opening, the schedule of breakfast, lunch and the dinner with the fine dining preparations, and I have to be very alert on this daily routine jobs. I have to instruct my lower line to about the hygiene part, authenticity of a food, the portioning size, and maintenance of premises and customer service, hygiene practices, briefing, conducting meetings, and evaluate them, getting know about them, their talents, and identifying them for the next level, and authenticities of all categories of food, selling skills and customer service, etc. I was reporting to the general manager, Mr. Mohan. He was observed all those things and he given additional 2 responsibilities. Mean to say, he had given the bigger branches of A to B. Totally now it's around 7. In those 7, I also given my best and hard work, hard efforts, and new methodology of service and customer orientation and the authenticities of food. When I joined, the Nagavara branch was opening. That is the 15th branch of Adayar Anand Bhavan Sweets India Private Limited at Bangalore premises. When I left the job, it was around 43 branches across Bangalore and Karnataka. When initially I joined, I got a previous experience also. about 10 plus years. Yeah, a decade I spent in my hotel career, and I got a diploma in food production management. So GM has recognized me to putting up me to the next level, saying that that is mean to say additional responsibility of getting the staffing inside the Adayaranandam premises without any scarcity. I have been assigned for getting recruitment of cooks of fine dining areas. That mean to say tandoori, north, and Chinese. What I did initially, I have been evaluated everyone with those who are present in that, and later we are getting the staffs from their references and outside. And I used to do the trials and authenticity of food, and I used to deploy them for the new upcoming branches as well as the present existing branches. Also, I was evaluated from the initial one, like mean to say from the authenticity of cooking, what are the ingredients to be added, and fine dine service area, what is the service etiquette, and service used, and their behavior and their body languages, and more what is the side of a service and the clearance area, and where is the what to be kept on the sideboard and everything. Continuing on this, when the new branch has been opened, we were giving the training to some of the people who are deployed in the existing branches, and we are taking to them the new branches for each and every branch opening. We used to be there for the deployment of staff. That time there is no concept of HR, and we will identify the talented one, and we have trained them which was not unskilled. They will make them the skill, like, and their hygiene part, their grooming, their politeness, and whichever are required for our service industry. Almost all the instruction has been given to them and trained them very well to perform in the new branches. Myself and my colleagues will used to go to the newly opened branches for a minimum of 10 days to train them, to set them, the things are in the place. And we used to brief them on the spot where they are working. In that way they should understand easily to how they are going to perform, how they are attired to be, how they are the grooming, how they have to work fast in the busy hours, what are the mise en place, what are the mise en scènes, everything we used to train them. And it will take a longer hours also in the night during the opening of the branches. From morning 7 o'clock it should be open until 11:30, 12. You used to get the new customers. That's a footfall. Getting in the inside is a good sign of growth of organization. So we would have sacrificed our time after 11, 12, 1. Sometime it increases to 2 a.m. also. Following to this, we were supporting to the seasonal sweet marketing and sales. Mean to say, we most probably we have a festival called Vijayadashmi, Ayudha Puja. All the working class people used to give the receiving the sweets by their employer's end, and it's a huge sale of Adayaranandam Sweets India Private Limited, and for Deepavali also. As you are aware that after 2000 there is no manufacturing units in interior city of the Bangalore. It's all been moved to the rural part of the Bangalore, costing around 60 to 75 kilometers around. So along for this we were used to prepare our pamphlets, samples, and accompanied by another person to travel and speak to the customers, get to know about their requirement, and selling about our quality products, and getting the orders from them, and it has been finally packed and delivered to them. So this process has gone along with me. I have used this process, my two-wheeler, my mobile phone, my internet. After this, once the marketing is finished, we used to place the order to the factory, and we operation managers will deploy to the one of the fast selling and higher selling branches. I was deployed in 2020 in Indranagar branch for seasonal sales, that is the Dasra sales and Deepavali sales. we used to receive the products from the factory. We have to follow that, whether we are getting the right product and what are the mixed product, and we ensuring that it's hygienically packed and delivered to the customer at the prompt deliveries and right timely deliveries. And my tenure was 12th November to 17th November 2020. Basically, the branch opens from 7 o'clock. We used to go to branches around 9 o'clock, and we used to follow the sales. We used to attend the customers and merchandising the products, getting the first in first out done, and packing them the customer, and we're more attentive about the walk-in customers, those who bulk for the purchase bulk sweets for their festivities. The sweet vehicles frequently used to come at any time to reach the branches. We have to ensure that the right quantity has reached the branches, and packing other part, that bigger orders will be packed together and it has to be delivered. And basically our timings will be 11 o'clock. We can't force the customer to stop at 11 o'clock since it's a service industry. We have to be very flexible, and the sales will go after 11 o'clock also, sometime 12, and almost all the times we used to arrange the sweets, rearrange the sweets after the sales. Once the sales is closed, we have to take the inventory of the sweets as per GM's instruction. Then we have to go home and we have to prepare the next day operation, and we have to go home. Always the timings will be around 2 a.m. And we had a issue of attendance, biometric attendance. They are manual attendance, they are not considering it. Since it's a biometric attendance, after 12 a.m. you might be know it will go for the next day. When we clarify with the HR, Karthik, HR manager, when he said that once you are before 12 o'clock you have to punch out, again you come inside and you have to work. That means the front end customer area access will be closed. We have to be inside and work till 2 a.m. without any attendance. This is a procedure and guidance we have got it from the HR end. Once the sales duration has been completed, that means after 17, from the year I have to start my regular duty from the 18th. So in my one of the alerted branches, Alsur was one of my alerted branches. There the staffs are facing their accommodation problem severely. The landlord is not allowing them to stay inside at the night. 18th morning I've been to meet him, but unfortunately he was not there. Well, since he's a senior citizen, I have to wait for him for another couple of hours. And I spoke to him. I sorted the issue, and I made them to stay that night. And I totally solved the issue of accommodation. Since it was my part of a job, and it has to be everyone's involvement has to be there from the senior management and the HR. Most probably this relies on the HR most probably. And I was supporting them unconditionally. So all the aspects. Generally, this migrants and lower level staffs, once the salaries has to be done, they are not come. They will not give the interest to come for the job 2 or 3 days regularly, and they'll make some screamings and other galatas with the bad habits and other thing in the staff accommodation. The people will fight each other, and they'll hit each other. If something goes wrong, the neighborhoods or some other people will complain to the police, and they'll go to police station also because of their bad habits. And I used to attend those complaints, non-alerted branches also. For example, Vidyaranipura and other thing, I used to go to the police station and sort it out those problems since these were not part of my job. After sorting this Alsur accommodation issue, I've been to Kamanali. That's also one of my alerted branch. In Kamanali also, the regular practice will be not there, since the branch managers will be support to the seasonal marketing end, but no senior people in the branches. So we have to get the regular practice to the branch. So it will take more time to address all those things, reset everything, what is the availability things to the customers, and the regularized food and our signature dishes and everything. Along with the managers, it took a long time to reset the branches, since it's one of the highest selling branches in my alerted branches. So it has taken a longer time, and after finishing my job, I dispersed from there around 9 o'clock. I dispersed from the Kamanali and came home.